Good evening, students. As I promised you that I would be talking about presentations, today I'm here to talk about how to prepare presentation. I'll make 3 videos. The first video would be about before the presentation, what you need to do, what preparations you need to do. The second video would be how to prepare your PPTs, and the third video would be actually how to present. So the first point that today I want to talk about, when you are supposed to make presentation, the first point that you must remember or must keep in mind, it is think about your audience. Now think about your audience means, first of all, you should know, you should understand who would be your audience. Is it your boss? Would the audience be your colleagues, your classmates, your batchmates, farmers, common people, your customers? You think about them. Now when you think about your audience, you must think about their age group. For example, if you are going to talk in front of small kids, so your whole presentation will be from the point of view of small kids. The selection of language, the selection of examples, the selection of information, the level of information, everything will be according to the age, that is according to the kids you would be talking to. If the age group would be your customers, those are all adults, so according to their needs you would be changing the information that you would be presenting. You think about the education. For example, if you are going to talk in front of your boss, so very basic and primary things, if you go and talk, the boss may not be surprised or may not be amazed or may not be impressed. So you should collect such information that the boss would be amazed and impressed by your presentation. So when you start preparing, the first point that you must consider that is your audience. You must consider their age, you must consider their profession, you must consider their economical, social background, you must consider their interests. For example, if your audience are interested in knowing about any scheme, so you must talk about the scheme. And in the scheme, if they are interested only about maybe Mediclaim, so you must know that their interest is there to know about Mediclaim, so your data or the information will be according to their interests. And if you start thinking about your audience, 50% of your presentation will be proper. It is because irrelevant information won't be entertained by the audience. So the first point you must consider about your audience. The next thing, you must consider the number of audience. If the number of audience is only 10 to 15, or if the number of audience is maybe 1000 or maybe 100, so accordingly your presentation will vary, your preparations will vary, your acoustics will be changed if you are going to address large gathering. So the first point is that before making presentation, you must consider about your audience. If you are going to talk in front of farmers, so the kind of examples or the kind of stories, analogies that you select, if you select it related to farming, the people can relate with you. That's why it is very important that you must think about your audience before you prepare your presentation. Or when you start preparing your presentation, you must think about your audience. The second one is select a proper language. Remember, doesn't matter you are very good in Marathi, doesn't matter you are very good in Hindi, or you are very sophisticated speaker of English. For the presentation, you must select the language which the audience are comfortable with. Because you are there not to showcase your linguistic abilities, but you are there to make your audience understand what exactly you want to talk. And if they understand, if they are comfortable in one particular language, you must select that particular language. Sometimes, suppose you are from Maharashtra and you are going to address the crowd which is from Kerala. You may not be very good in their local language. So the second option is that you must ask, you must inquire if the people are comfortable in Hindi or maybe in English. So you must select such a language the audience is comfortable with. Remember, you are there not to showcase your linguistic abilities, but you are there to inform your audience, to present it. Now, if you are going to present in front of very elite class of people, so you must have your good English language. You can showcase your linguistic abilities over there because you have such elite class audience. I hope you understand what I mean by this. The third point is that you before you when you start preparing your presentation, you must understand the purpose of your presentation. So presentations are made with varied purposes. Sometimes you inform, sometimes you convince the people, sometimes you present something in order to get the sponsorship, sometimes you present your project for your its approval. So you must think about the purpose of your presentation. So when you are talking about your project, you know that you are going to convince your teachers that how worthy the project is. If you are proposing your proposal, if you are talking about your proposal, and if you are convincing some sponsor to invest in that particular project, so your language, your examples, your information should be according to the convincing, according to the purpose. I hope you are understanding. If you are going to convince someone to buy maybe an LIC policy, so accordingly your examples, your stories, your analogies will be included because your purpose is to convince the people to buy that particular policy. So when you are preparing it, think about the purpose and accordingly you prepare it. The next one is whatever topic you start preparing on, prepare it thoroughly. Thoroughly because after your presentation, the audience may ask you the questions, any doubt. So you must be well versed about the topic. So when you are selecting a topic, make sure that you are thoroughly prepared about the topic. If you have little doubt, get it cleared by some authorities, by some experts. And if you have complete information about the topic, you have incorporated in, it gives you one confidence that yes, I am thoroughly prepared. Let the audience, let the teachers, let the boss ask me any question related to this particular presentation, I have the answer, and it will automatically boost your confidence. And if you are confident, definitely it will reflect in your performance, because if you have less confidence, your performance may be dampened by it, your spirit may be dampened by it, and it will be not good. The next point is you must begin your presentation. You must plan your presentation at the beginning. You must start with a bang. Well begun is half done, it is said so. So when you begin with bang, make sure that throughout your presentation that particular tempo or the momentum is there throughout the end, throughout the presentation till the end. You can begin with proper relevant story. You can begin with very relevant factual data. You can also begin with any figure facts. For example, if you are going to convince someone to buy certain mediclaim or any policy, you can begin with a story. Maybe that there was one Mr. Patil, unfortunately he met with an accident, but luckily he had the mediclaim of 1 crore rupees, and now though the family cannot replace Mr. Patil, but they have at least economical support with them. So you can talk such thing which is relevant to the topic that you have selected. Again, I am talking about the relevance. You must know the purpose behind the presentation. You can talk about the facts and figures. It may be startling data, but it should be relevant to the topic so that the people can relate with. You can begin with very moral story, and you know that we all like listening stories. We can relate with the stories. We can pay attention. 100% attention can be grabbed with the help of stories. Think about your childhood. Even today, everybody likes stories. So you can begin with such thing that the people get attracted to. Always keep in mind you are there for the sake of audience. The next one is you prepare your PPTs. I have found that many people, they prepare PPTs, they incorporate 3-4 points on one PPT, they come up with any information, they come up with any picture, and they incorporate it anyhow. Remember, you have to prepare the slides only when the slides are required. The slide should not be the replacement of your lecture. The slide or the information that you incorporate on slide should enhance the presentation. Some things you cannot explain with the help of words. So you incorporate such things on the slide so that it should enhance the quality of your presentation. It should not replace. It should not be the reading session that one slide is open and you are going to read it. No, you prepare your slides in such a manner that they enhance the quality or the complement to what you say. And how to prepare such slides I will discuss in next video. So always remember that you should have the relevant slides of your presentation. The next one is think about the time. If the party has given you maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes of presentation, accordingly you time it. Accordingly you incorporate the information. Accordingly you prepare your slides and make sure that for one slide you would be giving 2 minutes or 3 minutes. You should not exceed the time. If you are respecting the time and within the time limit you prepare your presentation, the people will start respecting you that yes, you have the good sense of time. So always think about the time. Next one is when you prepare your presentation, carry it in your pen drive. It should be handy in your pen drive. Next thing, you should have those presentation saved in different versions of computer, because sometimes the laptop or maybe the computer that you are working with, it may not be compatible with the kind of version that you have prepared your presentation in. So you should have 2-3 versions of your presentation. Besides this, you must keep one backup of your presentation. The next point is you must pay attention to your grooming. You must have proper and comfortable dress. You must have proper accessories that you should be comfortable in handling with them. Because when you present yourself, you should not be distracted by your dress code. You should be comfortable in. You should not worry about what kind of dress is there, or you should not feel that they are not well fit or they are not according to the complexion. You shouldn't have such kind of worry in your mind, so that you can 100% concentrate over your presentation. And that will definitely help you out in your presentation. The next one is, and the last one, you can say that practice, practice and practice. Practice it, because whatever time has been given to you, allotted to you, you should finish it within that one. Practice it because you should be comfortable throughout all the points that you explain. Sometimes you may stumble, sometimes you may have some problems in explaining certain slide, or sometimes you do not have particular knowledge of one point. So you can read it again and prepare it. So before you actually go and present it in front of the authority, you practice it. You stand in front of mirror, you time it and think. Ask your friends, make your close friend, batchmate or anyone, your colleague, and ask him or her to listen to it, and ask them how they feel about the presentation, where they feel that you should work on or improve on. So once you practice it, you get one good confidence. Unless and until you get good confidence, keep on practicing it. Remember, presentation will create your good impression in the mind of authority. The good presentation will give yourself one confidence that yes, I can present myself. So once you follow all these very normal tips, definitely it will help you to prepare good presentation. How to prepare slides, I will talk in next video. Thank you very much.